Green TV, bringing you the latest in Arsenal footballing news, updates. Landed on my channel. You know the drill. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Premier League back over the weekend. It's been a minute since I've put up anything on this station, on this channel. But I'm back now, so definitely going to be uploading more content. Match day 30, Liverpool, Arsenal v Liverpool, 0-3 to Liverpool. What can I say? Disgusting performance. What can I say? An abomination of a performance. What can I say? No matter, I just look at it and I just think to myself, you know what? If we were losing, and we were losing because, okay, look, we were losing because the other team outplayed us, outdid this, outdid that, the story would be different, the narrative would be different. But majority of the season, we've seen Arsenal literally give opponents the win and say, here, take. And now we've put ourselves in a situation where we are relying on the Europa League. The problem now is that we're relying on the Europa League. We've got to a point where everything is all in one basket, and we've seen how that's gone wrong under Emery. So now we're repeating the same mistakes again. I look at the team and I just think, okay, Saka wasn't playing, Emil Smith-Rowe wasn't playing, in the game against Liverpool, and it just showed. It showed how these boys have been carrying the team, and it showed the inept experience of Arteta. Arteta doesn't know what to do as a manager. He is still new. He is a newbie. So I think for me, that's where it shows. Lack of experience shows. Left, right, center. That's one. There is no leadership in this team. I listened to the match reaction of Arteta, and once again, he's taking responsibility, saying, oh, it was my fault. But these players on the pitch, none of them taking responsibility. None of them, after the game, pulling each other and saying, what type of performance is this? I'm looking to my captain to say, okay, look, this is the manager. We need someone after the manager who's, your team leader, who's supposed to be your captain, to pick up the pieces and say, okay, guys, this is what we need to do on the pitch. Express yourself, play with passion. And if anything, he was one of the worst players, and he's been consistent. It's clear now that he is picking teams out of favoritism. It's clear now that not only is he picking teams out of favoritism, he is not picking players based on form. There's just a lack of tactical knowledge. There's a lack of... It's almost like you're forcing a situation to improve, but it's not going to improve. And you know it's not going to improve. So why persist with that? Why not try something new? At least the fans can say, okay, look, you're trying something new. We cried for 4-2-3-1 for such a long time. And he changed it after almost 4 or 5 months of going into the league, and we were in 15th position. And we went, because of these youngsters, went on such a long run. The moment Tierney came off the pitch, I just knew everything was going to go downhill. And true and lo and behold, Arsenal mentality, when one of the key players is not playing, the rest of the 22, 23 players will not perform. And that's exactly what happened. And I'm shocked that this is still the same mentality. This is still, I didn't want to record after the game straight away yesterday, because I thought to myself, okay, maybe I would just overreact. But looking at it today, it's even worse in my head, because Liverpool were in a worse situation, worse situation than us, if I must say, because they're Premier League champion. They have lost their Premier League title. They can't afford to not be in the top 4. And they're playing Real Madrid over the weekend, and you can see that they're trying to push everything. We are still on Easter holiday at this point. Yes, we're playing Slavia Prague on Thursday, but so what? Does it mean that you just come and not turn up on the Premier League? It doesn't make sense. These boys are getting paid a hell load of money to perform week in, week out, and they are not doing that. Aubameyang is just non-existent. You take away the trio that has carried this team for the last 4 or 5 months. Tierney, Saka, Emil Smith-Rowe. And maybe you could add maybe Lacazette to that. You take those away, you've taken away the spine and the cognitive machine of what makes this team thick. And I'm just shocked beyond belief that this is how low, is this how we really are? No passion, no fight, no desire. What more is it going to take to get these players moving? These are players that they learn on the weekday, and then on the weekend when it's time to play, they decide to do something completely different. Aubameyang, another Mesut Ozil situation. It baffles me. And now the players that actually do want to stay, we want to try and get rid of them to raise cash. Does it make sense? I mean, it just, for me, I don't know. It's one of those ones where, I look and I just think to myself, when is this going to change? When is the mentality going to change? When are we going to play for this badge, for this club? When are we going to stop living on the past glory of all that have come before us? When are we going to put in the performance that is desired to get this team to move forward? Are we going to play? When are we going to move forward? When is playing for this badge going to represent something once again? Why is it too much to ask for these boys to put in a consistent performance? It's ridiculous. This shouldn't be the case. Don't tell me we're Arsenal Football Club, because the team that played before us made Arsenal Football Club. They made it big. They made it what it is. They gave us the opportunity to move to a 60,000 stadium, to have so many moments. This team that we are is not that. And for me, they haven't earned the right to put themselves there and be saying this is Arsenal Football Club. It's one of the best clubs. You need to earn your stripes. And these players have not. A lot of these players need to be sold. Can't keep going cronky. Manager is inept. Players inept. Where is the leadership? Who wants to win trophies? Who wants to take this club from where it is now to be more of a brand name than what it is now? Who wants to take Arsenal to the next level? Who wants to win the Premier League? Who wants to win the Champions League? Who? Who's upset when we draw, let alone lose? Guys, till the next time, which will be Thursday, let's get it.